Chichen Itza rises from the Yucatan jungle like a memory of another world. Between about 750 and 1200 AD, this great Mayan city flourished. In 1969, writer Erich von Daniken stood before its central pyramid, El Castillo, and felt an epiphany. He read everything he could from local archaeologists, then, convinced by what he saw, interpreted the site through a radical lens, that the monuments, myths, and astronomical precision of the Maya record contact with visitors from the sky. El Castillo provides the most famous example. Twice a year, near the equinoxes in March and September, light and shadow along the pyramid's stairway create the illusion of a sinuous, descending serpent. For von Daniken and many ancient astronaut enthusiasts, the effect is not mere craft, but encoded testimony. Kukulkan, the Mayan feathered serpent, descends from the heavens, teaches the people, then returns to the stars. To them, the stone serpent is a stone-carved memory of a craft landing or a sky being's visit. The Dresden Codex, the best preserved of the few surviving Mayan books, shows how deeply entwined astronomical observation and ceremonial life were. Sections devoted to Venus and Mars track planetary synodic cycles with astonishing accuracy. The Maya catalogued patterns across centuries. Their almanacs show an observational culture capable of long-term celestial reckoning. For proponents of extraterrestrial contact, such knowledge was not merely discovered but bestowed. Some commentators say, knowledge is the currency of the universe, and gods were the teachers. This argument extended beyond the Maya. Teotihuacan, the great city north of modern Mexico City, older than the Aztec capital that later rose nearby, was another puzzle. Stretching across 8 square miles, with the massive Pyramid of the Sun, the Pyramid of the Moon, and the Temple of the Feathered Serpent, Teotihuacan was a preeminent hub of trade, religion, and urban planning. Yet its rulers left little in the way of inscriptions or easily traceable lineage. The site's origins and the identities of its elite remain partly obscured. For ancient astronaut writers, such gaps invite speculation. If the technology and planning required are beyond what these societies supposedly possessed, perhaps external agents played a role. Excavations and modern techniques have added new strange details. In 2003, archaeologists explored a tunnel beneath Teotihuacan's Temple of the Feathered Serpent and found a chamber studded with small yellowish spheres glazed with gold-like flecks. Some archaeologists suggest the balls and glittering walls might have served ritual or cosmological purposes, maybe representing planets or a starlit cavern. Yet for those searching for confirmations of contact, such finds read like the remains of a celestial theatre, an enacted cosmology recalling the heavens. Across Mesoamerica, the feathered serpent appears repeatedly under names like Quetzalcoatl and Kukulkan. The serpent bridges earth and sky, sometimes pictured as a dragon, sometimes as a humanized divine teacher. For many, the ubiquity of the motif suggests not just a shared symbol, but a shared encounter, a powerful technology or presence that left a pan-Mesoamerican imprint on religion, architecture, and myth. Ancient astronaut arguments do not stop at the Americas. Across the globe, theorists point to megaliths, dragon houses, and other mysterious structures as possible landing or ritual sites. On the Greek island of Euboea, stone dragon houses perch on mountaintops, their massive blocks seeming difficult to place by human labor alone. Local legend connects these houses to Zeus descending from the sky. Ancient astronaut proponents read the legend literally, gods arriving, crafting a sacred space, then departing. Yet mainstream scholars and scientists urge caution. Many insist that the achievements of ancient peoples are best explained by human ingenuity, long observation, incremental engineering, and complex social organization. A structure's sophistication does not automatically reveal an external tutor. It can equally reflect generational refinement, trade networks that spread ideas, or the cumulative craft of specialists. Likewise, iconography that looks like technology to modern eyes may have symbolic, mythic, or ritual meanings rooted in a very different worldview. The debate, really intensified around the Maya long count calendar and that much publicized date of December 21st, 2012. Popular interpretations claimed the calendar's end signaled a cosmic alignment, Earth, Sun, and the Milky Way's so-called dark rift, suggesting, either apocalypse or rebirth. Scientists and Maya scholars, though, countered that the long count's reset is cyclical rather than cataclysmic. Astronomical alignments are, honestly, quite complex and a bit fallible when mapped to ancient beliefs. Still, the idea fit neatly with ancient astronaut narratives. A culture so focused on celestial cycles seemed to be perhaps pointing at some grand cosmic plan. Recent decades of archaeology have also complicated the picture in rather fruitful ways. Remote sensing technologies like LiDAR have revealed sprawling, previously hidden cities beneath jungle canopies. Cave discoveries and new artifacts continue to expand what we know about ritual life in Mesoamerica. These finds show a world of astonishing sophistication: astronomy, mathematics, written language, and, of course, monumental architecture. But they also emphasize the human roots of those achievements: observation, ritual, politics, and long terms of social learning. For proponents, however, each new discovery feels like another puzzle piece in a larger mosaic golden-flecked caves, serpent avatars of light and shadow, carved kings who seem, in a way, to pilot cosmic craft. They argue that a global pattern, gods from the sky teaching the arts of civilization, then withdrawing, appears across continents and eras. For skeptical scholars, though, the same data tells a different story. Humans looking up, imagining their place in a vast sky, encoding those imaginings in myth, stone and ritual. And whether one reads the monuments as memories of extraterrestrial contact or as human responses to the heavens, the ruins remain powerfully evocative. The pyramids, stairways, codices and sculptures of Mesoamerica compel us to ask how ancient peoples understood the cosmos and their own place in it. They show a world in which time was tracked with reverence, where stone could echo the motion of planets, and where myths of descent, return, and celestial origin shaped kingship and community. The question the ruins pose is not only who built them, but how those builders, ordinary people, rulers, priests, saw the sky and turned it into stone.